has any idea who we are.
I was hoping it'd be like a donut or a cronut, but it's just a chin.
Well, first of all, let's get to the important question. How awesome is this mug, right?
That's a nice mug.
That's a nice mug.
Did you get that from
Walgreens,
people?
Walgreens.
They're selling it now?
Yeah,
Wow.
you just order it online. It's a thing.
I like to go into Walgreens.
Now you just gotta get yourself some liquid.
Please fake drink out of that for the rest of the room. Now that everybody's something in there.
I have to pretend there's something in there the whole interview. That's the new rule.
So, what's up? Good to be here.
It's good.
I love this desk.
Thank you.
You took the old desk and you put some casters on it. Your old desk from home.
Oh, of course.
By the way, your legs look like little ventriloquist dolls. Right there. It's so funny because it doesn't match up. Your knees are like this high. And the shoes are kind of like ventriloquist doll shoes.
They do kind of, right?
All you need is,
I got striped socks too.
oh, do a little Grover under there. If you could have one go on the outside of the desk and then one underneath the desk, that would be even better.
Like this?
You know how like sometimes you see just one just disappearing?
It comes up here.
Yeah. Australian comics are really good at that kind of physical comedy. We have no idea about. They do like fringe festivals all over the world.
That's what the Aussies are known for.
Most gay men are just fucking powerful, strong men.
Yeah.
All the gay. I live over in West Hollywood with this guy.
It's more east West Hollywood.
Right.
Wait, aren't you married? Don't you have a daughter?
Nah, I'm married to this guy in the Lord, but yeah. There are a lot of gay, powerful men over there who I don't know why they have this. People are like, they're just slight, effeminate people. Most of them aren't. Most of them are jack guys who would just pound your ass into an oblivion. If given the opportunity. And that's what nobody,
You just made this a really late night show. Turned into it slightly past my bedtime too.
Right. It's about time to get up.
We should move this after 10 p.m. I didn't know it was going to go in this direction.
I am married. I have a girlfriend that I'm married to. Yep.
I am in love with the sea.
Chris loves this.
She's a cruel, unforgiving mistress, but she'll never leave me.
One day.
Well, if you move
Twice
to
a day,
Kansas,
really.
Yeah.
If you move to Kansas, she's leaving.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm saying.
So what's up?
Well, great job so far, huh, Topher? You got a comfortable theater here?
It's nice. I really like it here.
It's good.
So, I actually used to run tech for their show, which I missed one time. I missed their shows, and no joke, that was the only time they ever had actually a tech sheet with like list of things to do in the show. Every other time they worked with me, it was like,
How did you find out about that first of all?
he told me. He was like, hey, the last time we
I
were
think I
here,
brought like the cue sheets. It was like a whole book full of like, these are the sketches we ran. And it went off without a hitch. Normally we would just be running back there. You got any Michael Jackson? We need some Michael Jackson.
Every single time your show, something would happen. It would be me going, oh God, what are they gonna do? And like I would have the screen, but I wouldn't be like halfway down.
Right.
The video would play midway.
But just like us,
Much
in real
more
life.
fun. What do you think we want to do? Run a tight ship?
Nope.
Yeah, we do not care about how precise things are. This is like the opposite of what our show is. Everything here is well put together. You have the bits that are well orchestrated, well written. Us, it's just a fucking shit show. The whole time.
I don't know what we're doing here.
Yeah, I have no
To be
idea.
quite honest with you. We love when things go off with a hitch. We love it. When it's not working and you're just standing there laughing and the crowd is like, what the fuck is going on? We're like, this is it. This is it. It's live theater. It's fun. We didn't write anything.
When we went to Comedy Central, they were like, what do you want to do? Like, just come with us and we'll do the thing.
And just give us the camera.
Right.
We'll go do something. And
We
they're
don't
like,
plan
that doesn't sound
anything.
good at all.
That's a loose idea of what it is.
Why would we do that?
Which, by the way,
We'll
we
shoot 8 hours of footage and then you guys can edit it.
if you
What we'll do, we did that 6 times.
6 times.
At least 6 times.
exactly.
So do you still do the Naked Yeti in the show?
We do. It turned to we do all manner of naked.
Tasteful nudity.
Yes.
What we've become known.
We do a naked proper noun. So it's like naked before anything. So we do a naked goalie. We do a naked Jason Voorhees from the Friday the 13th movies, which you've seen,
I've seen
many times.
Oh, I've seen Chris naked many times.
Right. We did a summer camp sketch with two lovers on a picnic, in the woods or whatever, which is really just a stage. And then out from behind.
You believe it's the woods.
Right.
They're very convincing.
We didn't even have the cues for this guy to play, woodsy sounds. But all of a sudden, you hear the music, and out from behind you see a guy in a goalie mask holding a real axe.
Yeah,
or
with
machete.
blood on it, either or.
And completely naked except for the goalie mask, coming out, ready to behead these lovers. And people just laugh. And it's you are the only type of nudity where people laugh.
Well, thank you.
That was actually my first show.
Right.
They did not tell me he would be naked. And they just did that. And they were like, all right, bring up the lights. I was like, oh! It was a great way to just get right in. So I imagine after seeing your comedy, I imagine as children, you were a lot of fun to raise. Is that a true statement?
Do I sense some sarcasm?
I feel like I laid it pretty big.
Caused a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
My favorite was when David went out to the
driveway. Backstory for a second.
Sure.
My brother and I, you can probably tell from the accents, we were born and raised in the movie The Town. Where from? That town is our town.
We come from the town.
We're townies.
But some trouble. David one time bought
There's a lot of maniacs.
some fireworks. Bought some fireworks, and he didn't go to like some barren parking lot
or like
something.
a school.
He's just like, I'm going outside to light up some fireworks in our driveway.
And my mother just bought me it was right around Easter. She had bought me a polo jacket, which to this point is
really nice.
the best thing that's
Like
ever
a polo
been bought.
jacket.
Right.
And
I put it on to light these fireworks.
No idea why.
Which, by the way, we had to buy them from guys in the mafia. They're the only people in Boston who had fireworks.
The Italian mafia.
Right. Not the Russian mafia. Or not the kids mafia. Or Mob Deep or Junior Mob. Junior Mafia. Whatever the fuck is mafia these
whoever
days.
your favorite.
This was the real deal. You met in an alley. You didn't know. You handed them your money. You didn't know if you were getting it back.
And then you give him some money, and then he would come back with a bag, hopefully full of
and
fireworks.
he was usually holding an Italian sub
sandwiches.
And he would wipe his face with a strip.
And one time David went to go get the fireworks and he wasn't around. There was just an old guy sitting in like a lawn chair. And it's like my brother said, the guy's name was Biffle.
Yeah.
No one's ever been named Biffle in the history.
This is the guy who sold the fireworks.
And so he's like, you looking for Biffle? My brother's like, yeah, at like 13. Biffle ain't here, he's getting a sandwich. He's getting a sandwich! And then we fucking called sandwiches for the rest of our lives. And so he came back with these fireworks and he lit a skyrocket off or something like
Well, I
that.
put it on the back of our car. That a natural rate. Straight up.
And then somehow it just...
And as soon as I lit it, the weight of the skyrocket just turned it.
And I was like looking out the curtains because I was scared of fireworks. And I was looking out there and all you heard was...
Well, this thing slid down.
When you heard
It's
like that. I can't even do it. My lips aren't wet.
Which is weird because he went to Sound Effects Academy. Michael Winslow Sound Effects Academy in Orlando, Florida. Police Academy.
It was like a huge screech. It pierced the air.
It's a scream.
Pierced the air. It just went off. And
it slid down the thing and
like it hit him.
me.
And when it hit him,
Right.
He looked like a fucking burnt cartoon. The whole jacket was like burning. It was like,
I was on fire.
It was amazing. He came into the house like 2 seconds later. He had just gone.
My mom was on the phone, which means I could go outside and light fireworks, and she would just ignore us completely because she was on the phone. You could get anything done with her on the phone.
If
I need $300 for an abortion. Which generally she would never allow. It's on the phone, it's in my bag, go get it.
One of those old phones where the cord wraps all the way around the house.
She strangled 2 brothers of ours. So this happened, blew up my stomach, the whole fucking coat just caught fire. I go inside.
His chest is all black.
Oh yeah, I
which
go
is
inside, and it's clearly burned.
Bloody,
Everything's burned. I go inside, I jump into the tub, I'm all wet, I come down, she's like, what happened to you? She's still on the phone with her sister or something. Another cunt. And they're all cunts, by the way. We found out our mother was a cunt because there was a gay kid we grew up with in our neighborhood who everybody just teased mercilessly because he was gay. And we weren't raised properly to realize he was different from us, and we should value that. Instead, people would tease him. But you wouldn't tease him and say he was queer or anything because he was very proud to be gay. You have to say he wasn't gay. He got bullshit. He would just fucking knock it off. He would actually say it that way. But he would walk through our
like
street.
a 1960s English American.
Right.
Oliver Twist.
Mary Poppins too many times or something. But he would go through our street hockey games when we're playing street hockey and be like, "Oh, your mother's a cunt." That's what he would say to us. I'm like, that's not necessary. You can say it from the sidelines. You don't have to interrupt the game. And he also,
he was right.
right. He also delivered the best threat I've still heard to this day in my life. By the way, I'm a little more mature now. I don't get bothered. The gay people, God bless you. Myself, I'll let anybody go down on me. Girlfriend, I don't care. I just imagine it's a 17-year-old girl from Nashua, New Hampshire I met once. And it was fine. Everything works
He
properly.
was 17 at the time.
Right.
I hope so.
I don't have quite as good an imagination.
Right. The whole time.
I'm usually just like, it's a guy.
Just to see.
It's a guy. It's a guy. It's a guy. And then I come. Gives me a little bit more.
But anyway, our mother was this way. I come in, she looks at me, and I said I fell down the stairs, and she believed me.
You fell down.
With a burnt jacket. Burnt his jacket on the way
I
out.
fell down the stairs, she believed me.
On a candle?
Because she was on the phone, and she just wanted to get to this conversation about who hates who. So, that's all I did was say who hates who. And that's all they did on the phone. We shit on other people the whole time.
But yeah, a little bit of trouble.
A little bit of trouble?
Yeah.
Time to time.
So tell me about your new show. Like, how first of all, I'm super curious on how it all happened from the beginning, because obviously I've never been picked up for anything in my life.
Right.
like
Who did you make love to? Like
each other.
You have to bother Comedy Central for a really long time.
Yeah.
Just keep
Before they're
going.
like, fine!
Yeah.
They
Do
just
it!
give you a show.
I think we just kind of fit a thing that they wanted. We like to do kind of sketches out in the street where we're the objects of the prank. Like for a long time, we would dress, our brother's a cop in Boston, we would dress up in his uniform and drive around in our car dressed as real cops. And just tell people, just keep it moving. That's all we did.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Just classic Boston.
Keep it moving.
Cop life. But then we made a video where there's this thing that we used to do at the movies every time where Chris would get popcorn and we'd be sitting down and just at a certain point before the movie began. We did that like 6 times.
Yeah, we would go for $40.
And at some point,
and they're free
just-
refills,
I
so
mean,
it'd be like just a pile of popcorn. One time I did it right behind a guy, and he was sitting in the row right in front of where that row is, where you can walk
he had
by.
like the Jerry Lewis scene.
And he kind of, it was as though he had like the force or something. He didn't even see me fall. He just kind of heard it, and he heard everyone's reaction, and then he just kind of looked over his shoulder and said, "Dude, free refills."
So we made that
I was
video,
like, yes, you're right.
and videos like
I'll
that.
drop that one too. You'll see in a minute.
Right. And they wanted ideas like that, kind of like prank. They wanted more pranky things, but we don't like to make people look like the fools. We like to look like the fools.
Yeah,
You know?
like to turn it around a little.
And I think they expected us to like, you can prank us.
Yeah.
You can make us look like idiots. We're like,
We want to be on television.
yeah, right, essentially. And because we don't do that, our brains don't process things that way of like, how to make this guy look like a fucking fool. Exactly, except for the doll feet. Yeah, we just came up with, and we shot like, the first season we did like 30 ideas.
I think it also helped that since we had never made anything, we had a lot of ideas.
Yeah.
You know, so when we got the opportunity, it was like, well, here's 150 ideas, here's
Right.
50 ideas, and they were like, let's shoot all of them.
Right.
And we were surprised actually.
Yeah, they picked the ones they liked. We shot
Yeah.
about 30 of them, and then got a second season that's just finished. ComedyCentral.com.
Yeah, if you go to Comedy Central Digital.
Or just Google
yeah.
Walsh Brothers. Great Secret Comedy Show is the name of the show.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a good one. You can have a laugh.
Or it's actually even funnier than the videos, I think, of the YouTube comments.
Oh, yeah.
Some guy, two of my favorites that came out in one episode was God Hates the Walsh Brothers.
This was a play on everyone else's favorite homophobic slur.
Right.
That was because that episode is where the whole episode we're laying on top of one another.
Right, we do a talk show, it's called Walsh on Walsh.
And, we roll around and ask each other questions on the board.
And then the other one was...
which people don't like.
These guys...
the least viewed thing we've ever made, because they click on it and they go, oh, it's just two brothers laying on top of each other. It's like, it should have been an SFW. Good gay.
And the guy was like, what did the guy write? He wrote, these two should die in a fire. That's what I almost did from a fucking
I think that one was our dad. He hates that one the most. He hates Walsh on Walsh. You gotta do that Walsh on Walsh thing.
Why do you gotta do that?
Don't.
Why do you gotta do that? You wanna see that?
Don't do it.
Like, Dad, we're not French kissing or fucking each other.
We're asking each other questions about Dean Koontz. Everybody wants to know about Dean Koontz. We have all of the information.
We have a Dean Koontz video that is more views than this video.
Yeah. Right, do an impression of everybody's favorite novelist. Dean Koontz. You know by now.
He's the best.
Yeah.
He really is the best.
We're hoping that he'll endorse us.
Right. Follow Dean Koontz Club on Twitter, by the way.
Dean Koontz Club.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming.